What is up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at our very first cup noodle that we want to do a taste test with. I think it's going to be one of the most interesting ones, because it's actually the first one, and it's also the one that looks the least lethal from the entire bunch. I don't know why, but it just looks like a chicken broth. Again, I cannot read it. Like, yeah, I can read the katakana, but it doesn't really give me any type of information. Like I already said, there's a bit of a store history on it. I wish I could read it as well, but I can't. But it's kind of cool that they include the store. Anything else that I should notice on it? Expiration date by next year. No, actually expiration year is this year, the 21st, sorry, the 6th of the 17th, or the 17th of the 6th. Interesting. I don't know why, but I'm really used to first seeing the day, then the month, then the year. But here it's year, month, day. It's completely reversed. Interesting. I would say let's not waste any more time and let's get into the softness. I mean, should we do some ASMR on this? Is that nice, guys? Do you like it? I would say let's open up the cup noodle. We got our handy chopsticks that we got included in the box. Listen to that. Listen to that fresh plastic. Again, they also included a little toothpick in the bunch. Let's quickly use the toothpick to open up the box. Let's get into it. Let's open it. I think this is oil. Yes, this is oil. Fantastic. It feels like I can smell it. I don't know what it is yet, but I think I can smell the freshness of it, the amazingness of it. Nonetheless, that's okay. I would say let's open her up. Let's see what we smell without looking. So I don't have it fully open yet, but what I can smell is rice, fried rice, even though it's not rice, and corn. Is there corn in here? No corn on the picture, but it smells like dried corn. Let's just have a look. Alrighty, doesn't look that bad. I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but it looks kind of interesting because I've never seen big pieces like that in any cup noodles. So that's really interesting to see for once. I don't know what you can see, but what I can say is that I see some dried vegetables, bits of meats. I mean, I don't know what this is. Duck? Is this duck? It would be interesting to see if it's duck. Like I said, dried vegetables, and of course some powder, which is most likely going to be the biggest part of the broth. Let's not waste any more time. Let's throw in some water, let the timer run, and I'll see you guys in a few seconds. Of course, with sped up footage. Oh wow. So what I can notice already with the dried vegetables, I smell the spring onions. Everything just went into the air. One sec. I learned that you need to do this from Koreans. I don't know why, but it gets rid of all the chippings of wood. Let's actually get this back into the water. Let's let it sink a little bit. I mean, just listen to it. Let's quickly look at the status of the noodles after nearly 2 minutes. Does it look better? Taste-wise. Oh, really? After 2 minutes? It's not done yet, but it looks okay. You know, it doesn't look too bad, actually. Could be worse. We're slowly coming to the 3-minute mark. Let's see at the update of our cup noodles. Again, I'm getting slowly envious to see how it's going to taste like, because we still have some oil that we need to add to it. But so far, it really just looks actually kind of good. I mean, let me show it to you guys through what I see through the phone. But literally after 3 minutes, it looks very done already. I mean, the broth is there, the water is a bit brown. That's actually okay, I think. No, that's quite good. Not gonna complain. It looks just really, and tastes so far really delicious. Full of flavor, meaty flavor. I think it's duck, but I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm completely mistaken. I would say let's add some oil that we have in the package. I just opened this up. Let's slowly add it to it. I mean, what is that color? Like, let's get that on the iPhone again. Let's see what we actually see. just for a taste. Let's actually taste what this actually is. It smells like garlic. This is pure garlic. That is actually delicious. I don't know why. Let's just put all of that in. I like garlic in my foods. I'm not gonna lie, that's delicious tasting. Let's put it all clean in there. Let's go for some ASMR action again with you guys. We will slowly just mix it all together. Just mix that garlic in the foods. I think it's done. It doesn't look hard, it looks kind of good. Let's take off the top. And let's start the eating process. I mean, I'm just gonna go run through it. I'm gonna tell you guys what I think about it. With the smell complete, it smells a bit like still like cup noodles. Not too strong in taste. It actually smelled better when it was not wet. It tasted better when it was dry. Now I can just smell broth, a bit of chicken, but nothing too harsh actually. So let's just go into it. Okay. Interesting. I get a very, I don't know if it's duck, but that's what I kind of feel. Let me look at the cup again. I think it is duck. I think it's duck. Please correct me if I'm wrong or anything, but I just go in for a big bite. It's a bit warm, but like, what is that? Let's go for that piece of meat that I see there. What is that, garlic? One second. Let's anyway go for that piece of duck. I cannot even hold these chopsticks. They're not the best, but they are. Let's go for that little bit of meat, okay? Like, I'm getting a meaty texture, but it just seems like compressed meat. Like, of course, I'm not gonna expect like a filet mignon here, but actually, it's a very nice, simple lunch. It's just hard for me to taste what it actually is. The cabbage tastes like cabbage. It's not spicy at all. The noodles, taste like noodles. But they're a bit eggy, which is fine. I like it when it's a little bit more in egg taste. It gives it a bit more flavor, in my opinion. But I mean, let's just taste some of the broth. You know, just purely the broth. I can see that this is not as the ramen, this is actually more of a soup. It's not as salty as the rest, but it's still very tasty. Really good. But not bad, you know, it's really not bad. I mean, if this was a lunch, let's get this amazing bite, by the way, with like all the flavors inside. Like, it's a bit of a shame that you have all this. I basically picked up everything that was inside of it, a bit of the meat, a bit of vegetables. I don't really taste each and every component. It kind of gets lost in one of each other. It tastes a bit like mush. Like, the broth is really the highlight of this because it's very simple. I feel very warm from it. I don't feel sick from it. Like, really, the broth is good. It has a bit of a thicker flavor than just hot water. I don't know how to describe it, but basically a good broth. And, but where we saw the garlic, for example, the garlic was very nice when I tried it purely on my finger, but it kind of just got lost in here. It seems like they went a little bit too complex with this. But what I like about it is that if you're looking for a very simple ramen that is very neutral without very hard distinction of taste, this might be really your thing. The only thing that's missing here for me is just a kick of like a taste of something, either spiciness or a very heavy taste of meat. Because duck is a very, I would say, neutral tasting meat. It's not the strongest and it's quite simple in the taste buds, for me at least. Like, if we're looking at the broth now at the moment, I think it's kind of nice. Like I say, the broth is really the highlight of it. I'm showing it right now on the camera again. And I would just purely take this one for the taste of the broth. I don't know why, it does taste like a very good broth. I'm finishing all the water. I normally never do this with ramen. I've been advised not to because it's normally very salty, but here, it's good. so that was cup noodle number 1 of the entire mystery box. What did I think of it? I think it was actually fine. It was just missing a bit of, you know, oomph to it, you know, a big push. And it's actually not that bad, actually. And if I look at the servings and how many calories are in here, we see a total of 467 calories in this pot noodle. That's a lot. Like, holy crap, that's a lot of calories in such a simple dish. I never thought there was so much in here. Interesting, interesting. Would I recommend this in the stores if you see it? Yeah, if you're looking for something that's very neutral taste and that is more likely soup based rather than noodle based and spicy based, and you really want a distinct taste of something, this is totally fine. Is it my favorite? It's alright. Like I said, it's very neutral. And would I buy it? Most likely if I'm looking for something that is more harmonizing for my stomach after a heavy night of spicy food, for example, this would be perfect. Concerning a favorite one, it is a little bit basic, and it's a shame that you don't really taste the meat. I'm happy that we started with something that's very basic, something very neutral to start off, but I think in the rest of the episodes we're gonna get a little bit more of a harsh conditions with more tough noodles, more cup noodles that are gonna come and actually do some damage to the mouth. So really good, really good. Basic, but good. Sometimes less is more. Here it was not to my personal preference too much, but it was good. So guys, thank you very much on watching this video. If you did enjoy the video, please hit the like button and subscribe for the next video. And if you have any recommendations of foods that I need to try in the near future, just put them in the comments below. By the way, I forgot they included a toothpick. Awesome. Thank you very much, guys, and see you then.